Hey, my scrappy friends. I wanted to get on for a few minutes and just kind of talk about my plans for December daily this year, and my plans for what I'm wanting to do and accomplish in my scrapbooking for December and all that good stuff. So let's kind of get started. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about that I am definitely doing this year, and I will have to see where I put it, because of course I can't find it now that I'm live, because you know that's how that works. So last year what I did was, here we go. So last year what I did was started off with a notebook that I am using to document as it's happening what is going on in December. So let me see real quick. We'll do a really simple basic flip through half of my December daily, because I don't have it all done yet from this past year, but I have a lot of pictures printed, so that is a good start, right? I was hoping to get it done before December, but I don't think that's going to happen, but that's okay. So one of the things that I did last year was have a notebook in which I decided to write down stuff that we did. So basically what I did is I just wrote down the things that we did that day, things that I wanted to remember, you know, little things that my kids did, and stuff like that. So I did that because, and then I also, like, when we were doing gifts, I kind of wrote a few notes and stuff. I didn't do a very good job this last year about that kind of stuff. So hopefully this year, I can do a little bit better. But so I also took, some stuff that I had and modified it and did some, I printed that off at home and stuff. So I'm using this to help me with my album this year. So, or, you know, while I'm making the album. So I did that last year and I really liked how that turned out. It made it really easy to document and go back through the stuff that I'm doing. So I'm doing that this year as well. It's not as pretty right now. I'm hoping to maybe add some papers or strips of paper or something in here, or some tags or something. I don't know. Just kind of makes it feel a little bit more Christmassy. Of course, I see something got stuck in here already. That's funny. Just a tag. But anyway, so as you can see, I've already kind of wrote down a few things. I'm not going to share what I wrote because I don't even remember. But making sure that I'm writing down the songs, the movies that the kids really liked this year, all that fun stuff that kind of changes from year to year but isn't super important, but things that you will forget, because I imagine that now that my kids are starting to get a little bit older, it will be a lot harder to remember a lot of the small details. So those are things that I want to remember. So this year, I'm also going to be using, I got 2 of these last year of this same album. So I think I'm going to use it again. I think though this year, because as you can see, my album for last year is really chunky. And I don't even have all my pictures in here yet. So I think what I want to do is this year, maybe not worry so much about every day having pictures, or being really picky about how many pictures I pick for the day. I don't know. That's kind of hard for me. But I'm thinking what I want to do is more touch on the major things that we do, because you know, those are things that I'd rather have a lot of pictures of us getting a tree, or putting the, you know, us putting the tree up and decorating the tree, us, you know, making cookies, us, you know, like certain movies that we watch, and like those kinds of things are things that I want, you know, what we're drinking and eat, you know, and that kind of thing. And then actually Christmas and, you know, a few of the little party things that we go to and do and how we shop and buy. And, you know, those are things that I want to remember because they do change over the years. I mean, we used to go out to the store and get stuff, but now we buy a lot of stuff online, but that might not always be the case, right? So, yeah. So so in addition to this, so this was the last year's Traveler's Notebook. I think it came with the kit, but I don't remember. So this was what Clique Kits had. So, and I didn't use it because I used something else. I used one of my other things that I got from them. So, at their store. So I'm going to use this year. I mean, it doesn't need to be really picky. Like, you know, like I said, I can always add stuff to it just to kind of make it look more Christmassy, though I don't know if I need to do that. So, but I wanted to share with you guys just kind of some of the things that I was thinking about using in my album. I want to keep it a little bit, I like to keep it somewhat simple if I can. So every year I've done some kind of number system. Actually, hold on a second and I will get my other two albums that I have completed. Okay, I don't know where my other albums are. Well, my one album I was going to share. So, from last year. Actually, no, I think I found it. Okay, so here are some of the albums that I've used in the past. So this is the one that I was using last year, which, like I said, I got two by accident. When I bought stuff at Allie's site, that was from Allie Edwards, December, like her December Daily stuff. So the first year that I did December Daily, which was 2014, I'm not going to really go through this too much. I mean, I'm sure you guys would love to see this. Phew, it's getting warm in my room now with me moving all around. This is like, whoever said scrapbooking was not exercise obviously doesn't know me. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is what I did the first year. This is just a simple stories album, and I took some paper, put it on. I took scrapbooking paper and I glued it on. It actually has done pretty well, considering all the moves and everything. So, and then I just put these numbers and stuff. I mean, it's just not, these albums, I don't know how your guys are, but they get looked at almost every year, and so they kind of start going through that wear and tear. So that's one of the things that it would be nice to think about when I make it, but you know. So I did a lot of like mixed media stuff that year. My pictures are really not that great, but I don't think that really matters. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I mean, if they become unusable at some point, then I'll have to worry about it. But I use a lot of simple, like the Simple Stories papers. I got their collection, like the insertable things. So I used a lot of October afternoon stuff, their Christmas stuff. So like this isn't even us, but I just did a mixed media page. I do like to add some kind of mixed media. I don't think I did that every year, but so like use some of these pockets. I think these are fancy pants and stuff. So I just have a lot of different stuff. I talk about Coffee Time. That's the podcast that I was on with Sandra and Lisa. So, oh snap, Gonzo. Just like, you know, documenting the stuff that went on. So I used a lot of like pop stuff, a lot of mixed media. This one is really pretty. I should do something like that again. It's really simple. You just like use a lot of paint, and then you use like media stuff. And but like I said, not all my pictures are all that great. I like to document December 7th, and especially being in Hawaii, I made it an important thing to document Pearl Harbor, the bombing of Pearl Harbor. You know, I've done lots of little flippy things or adding stuff. I think I was supposed to put journaling on there, but I don't remember. But this one turned out, you know, I mean, really good, but there's just a lot of stuff. Sam. So there's just a lot of stuff in here, right? Because that's how it is with your December Daily album. So this was the first year that I did it. So it took a lot of me just doing, you know, figuring out how I wanted to do it and all that good stuff. Of course, by the end, you're definitely ready for it to be done and all that stuff like that. So yeah, so this was that year. And I usually don't take that many pictures on Christmas, so I did, you know, show a few pictures, but basically I like to just keep, you know, just a couple pictures from Christmas because, I mean, I don't know if we really need that many pictures. Actually, I should look and make sure that you guys aren't talking to me, because when you do it on your iPad, live stuff, you can't see people's comments. I don't like that. So hold on a second, guys. So if you guys have been talking to me, I am really sorry if I'm not even looking to see what you guys said. See? I knew people were saying hi. Hi, Angela. Megan, tell Jonas I said hi. Her son. Jonas is so cute. He's a cutie. He always wants to say hi to people. So the year after that, I used this Pink Paisley album. It's like an 8x8 album, I think. And so this is my favorite album that came out. And I think it's just because part of it was I picked all the papers to really coordinate together. And I did a lot of black and whites, but then I also added a lot of other stuff. So, and the pictures obviously turned out so much better. I really liked using the square pockets because for December, I share a lot of stuff on Instagram. I really do try to share the stuff on Instagram that I'm putting in my albums, just because it is another way to help me remember what I'm saying about the day, because sometimes you remember something. So I used a lot of Chamel's collection, which I absolutely loved. So this year for the album, so the year before, because this is what we were talking about, numbers, right? I'm like a squirrel today. Sorry about that, guys. So for the numbers for this day, I took, oh my goodness, I'm making you guys all dizzy. I took these numbers. I want to say this is, oh my goodness. Webster's Pages. There we go. I knew what it was. So I took Webster's Pages. They had like a whole bunch of numbers and I just cut them all out and I used them. I will say that I feel like some days you can't see the numbers as well. I mean, they're on every single page. I mean, I don't really know if it matters so much, but I mean, I liked because it matched with what I was doing, but I don't know. They're not my favorite numbers, but they worked, right? I like to use the numbers. So for this, I used a lot of thickers. So I really liked having these. I was watching a lot of Chamel stuff, so I have a lot of Chamel inspired pieces. I also took the Maggie Holmes cards from her one collection where she had the the calendar. She had all the days brush script. So I took it out and I took November and I printed it off. So I just, you know, like I took a picture of the image and then I put it on the paper however many times and then I printed it off. So then I cut it out and I really like this because you can see you know, what day it is. And we used to put up our tree because we had a fake tree. We used to put it up like the day after Thanksgiving. So that's why I started before then. Put all my cards in, a thing. This is the year I started getting some stuff from whatchamacallit, from Color Cast. I did a lot of printing my journaling that year. But then, like I said, I also used a lot of Chamel's ideas. Like, she did a lot of different things, and I like how this turned out. So I used the red thickers a lot, but then I also added some of the Pink Fresh Studio numbers that they had. So I did a lot of that kind of thing throughout the whole... Uh-oh, a number came off. I bet you... Nope. Something was there. I don't know what was there. This is the thing I'm talking about. Yeah, so I have a lot of Color Cast stuff. I have the numbers. I did a lot of circles for them. But I really like having the December and the number. That kind of worked out a lot better. And then I like adding a Starbucks bag because it's really fun to see each year how their bags turn out. So I need to get a bag this year because I got something from Starbucks and I didn't think to ask for an extra bag that wasn't used. But yeah, so I added a lot of extra stuff, but by the end I was not adding as much of the Chamel stuff, as you can see. I mean, I have a lot of it, but by the end it was like I was just wanting to get done too. So I really like how I was able to do a lot of big pictures this year, and I think it was just because of the size of the album. So that really definitely made my album a lot nicer and better. I think that was from the December kit from Hip Kits, because I was getting Hip Kits then too. So I just added like a ton of stuff. Like I said, I really liked this size of pockets, and then if I needed more pockets, then I did that. So that was 2015. I really liked how it turned out. It was really fun. So 2016 was our first Christmas here, and I was trying to use a lot of my stash because I had a ton of stash. I've since then went back and added some extra stuff. So I don't even have all my pictures printed out. I don't have a lot of journaling done and stuff you can see. I went back to the 6x8 size. But for the numbers, I was using some of these cork numbers. I think those were crepe paper. But I also just used some of my other numbers too. Like here, I did that. So this was, I used the kit from last year for Clique Kits, their holiday kit. So that's why some of these pages are a lot more done than other pages. But I did, like I say, I did a lot of shaker pockets and stuff in the days that I did get done. I tried to make sure to print off more big pictures. I mean, I still have a ton of stuff that I need to print off and journal about, as you can see. But I did do like some fun little clusters and stuff. So that's all I have for 2016. It's only like partway done. It's pretty bad. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Like, eventually I will get it done and all that good stuff. So the numbers for this one were a lot more. So go get some popcorn or some pretzels. Okay. So this year for my December daily, because last year I don't have it finished, but I used the numbers from Allie Edwards. She had some cork numbers, and then where are they? So somewhere around here in my room, I have my numbers situated. But what I just did was I built a cluster with her cork numbers, and I used gold or copper or metallic paint on each one. So I built a cluster for each one. I really like how that turned out because there's a snowflake. There's like some elements to it that was really fun. The only thing is it took a long time to get all of them done. So I don't think this year, like here's all my other numbers. So like you can see, I built them on different things just so that they could be really fun. So I like how they turned out. It's just, it took a lot more time than I had anticipated. So, but this year, so I found some stuff, digital stuff online that I want to use for my album. So I'm going to be using some of this digital paper, and there's some cards that go along with this collection from Salem Studio. This is from I bought this on the lily pad, just in case you guys. I also got this collection from Paisley Press. I think this is last year's stuff, but I'm not positive. And this is a size that is 4x8. So if I want to add this to like this area, or I want to do a 4x8 page in my December daily, I can use these, and they have a lot of templates. That's why I got this collection, because it has the template so I can add more than one photo to it. So you can put it in your, that kind of thing. So I'm going to use that. And then I also got these numbers that go along with that kit from Salem Studio. And I think I'm going to use, I don't know if I'm going to print all of them off, but I really love these numbers. So I might just print all of those off and print off enough so that I can do it. But I really like these ones too. These are really fun, or those. So we'll see. These are metallic. So these are all digital, but you can print them off and like cut them up or put them through your Silhouette and do a print and cut. So here are some of the papers that were in either the Paisley Press. This is a Paisley Press paper. And then this is the Salem Studio, one of their papers. It's really, really cute. It's fun. I'm looking forward to using it. So, but then I also have the Clique Kits December kit. So I thought I would share their hipster kit real quick, because I don't know who else has shared it. I know Teresa has shared hers. I think she got the hipster kit as well. So this is using a lot of the Merry Days collection, but it also has some other stuff from like Simple Stories. So you get the chipboard. There are no more of these left, but I just thought I'd share what I was using. So there's the chipboard. I really love this joy. Isn't it so pretty? It's like really metallic. Then there's a piece of vellum. That's really fun. That'll be fun to use just in a pocket. And then the Simple Stories paper of penguins. And then the other side is just like little circles. And then we have this one from the Freezing Season from Simple Stories. And these are just snowflakes, and it's pink. And then the other side is just these little squares that have all different kinds of little sayings and stuff that go with cold weather. And then here is another paper from Freezing Season, and it's just like mountains and snowflakes and trees. And then here is a tree one. I'll probably use this because I'll probably use this for the day that we get our tree. That'll be really nice with all the greens that we have and stuff. So we have these printables that were in the kit from Gia. She designed all these. So there's tons of like tags and little things that you can cut out, and hats and fun. And I love the colors. These are really nice. These will be fun to use, these colors. I think it'll break up from all the Christmassy colors. I mean, some of them are traditional Christmas, but they're the colors that are in the papers. So here are the crate papers. So we have this one. It's like a red on pink. And then people doing outdoorsy things. And then we have this like plaid, pink and white and red plaid. It's really cute with the leaves, the evergreen branches, boughs is really, I guess, what you would call it. And then we have this one called Sleigh Ride, and it just has a whole bunch of 3x4 cards. I'll probably cut some of these up because I don't see myself using the whole of this. I mean, I might use like part of it or something, but I think I'll probably end up using these. I really like the floral-y ones with the poinsettia and stuff, and so it's just really pretty. And then we have this one called 12 Days, and it has the geese, swans, right? 12 swans are swimming. I think that's what it is. And then this side is really pretty. Also, I really love the greens in this and with the mints. I think this is going to be perfect for this area for me because it doesn't snow as much. So, and then here's some points like holly leaves. It says Merrily is the name. And then there's this side, which is like a minty blue green color. I don't know what color to tell you that is. It's kind of mint, but not really. It's like not as minty. It's like a blue mint. And then we have this one called Sugar Plums, and this is just a really nice floral. I think a little piece of this would be really fun for a background for a card. And then this paper, the reds and the pinks are all, there's a lot of red and pinks in this collection. This one is Fa La La. It's called Mistletoe, but it just has that in like a scripty. And then this one is a nice neutrally floral type of pattern. And then this has all the days. Now I could also use these for the numbers too. If I wanted to, that would be kind of fun. The other side is snowflakes. So I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about that. And then this one has Santa Claus on it. It's called Believe. Ho ho, she-ho. Sorry. I'm thinking about the Santa Claus and then Santa and his sleigh. That would be fun to do like on Christmas Eve while you're like get a picture of while you're putting the stuff out underneath the tree. I mean, you would have to hide that from your kids though. If you don't want your kids to know that you're not Santa. My kids already know that. So let's see what else is in my kit. Because I wanted to share just some of the fun stuff that's in here. Just real quick that I want to use. So there's these little pom-poms that are super cute. I can't wait to use these. This will be fun on a layout. And then we got some buttons. And these are so fun. So there's some leaves, but then there's like a mitten and some stars and snowflakes and a skate. So this will be fun. Those will be fun to use. That would be fun in like almost like a shaker pocket or something. We have some tags. So, and some vellum envelopes for the tags. And a little pine. What would be fun is if I took some real pine needles and put them in a shaker pocket, wouldn't it? And then some of these stickers. These are Rudolph, and then some stars with glitter on them, and then there's some of these. This would be fun to do like a mixed media page on with these napkins. So you could, you know, there's a lot of layers to these, so you definitely could rip it, tear it. It's super fun. I like these colors. So there's all that. And then from the rest of the collections and stuff, we also have some twine. And this is really thick twine. So this will be really fun. Some snowflakes and little pieces that are all glittery. Some stars and some trees. I'm not going to take them all out. Some of these little shaker things. These are super cute from the Merry Days collection. We also have some buttons from the collection that are really cute. These fabric buttons. I love those. I still have a few of leftover stuff. I'll probably be adding some of my own Allie Edwards stuff too as well to this because I still have a ton of journaling cards. So from last year. So there's this one, which would be fun if we actually had a rainbow around. I know in Hawaii we have rainbows all the time in December because it rains a lot at the beginning. Dear Santa, Define Naughty. Then a tree with hearts and another rainbow and some fun colors and a Starbucks or a coffee cup. Some scallops. It's red cup season again, which this year they're not all red. Mine was green. Christmas is too sparkly, said no one ever. And then that one is like one of my favorite ones. So nice and fun and colorful. I imagine if I was in Hawaii, these would be perfect. They make me feel all aloha inspired. So here we have the puffy stickers for Merry Days. These are really cute. I like how they kept them really small this year. So those will go really nicely. Ooh, look at that card. That's really cute. We also got the thickers called Holly from the collection, I imagine. They're really thin. So I wonder how well these will stick. Definitely have to be inside the pockets. And then these gold puffy phrase stickers and accent stickers. These are really cute. I like that gold. And then we got a pack of the, I'm not going to open these, of the Merry Days collection. There's a ton of tags and lots of different, I like how they have the different sizes separate so that you know the bigger ones are down here and then these are the smaller ones. So that is what I plan to use. Like I said, I'm going to be adding quite a bit of digital elements too, and I'm going to print them off and use them. I think for me, it just makes sense. And you can kind of customize what you use. So be sure to be paying attention on my channel and on the Clique Kits channel, because throughout the month I will be sharing how I'm starting. I'll be prepping some of my pages and stuff with the kits, with this kit. So I may do a layout or two with it too. We'll see if I have stuff left over from the year before that I want to make sure that I remember to use. So we'll have to see, because it just all depends on how much time I have to actually get a lot of holiday stuff done in the month of December. I know last year it was so crazy. But I definitely will be sharing. I'll be sharing a lot of stuff on Instagram. So definitely make sure, if you're not following me there, and you want to be inspired. And I'm excited. I'm excited to start prepping for this next year. So probably this weekend I'll start doing that. December starts. But I want to post a little bit more in December. So if you guys are really interested in seeing me do my pages, let me know, because that will help me know how many people are really wanting to watch me prep. I would like to share as much as I can. Sometimes it's just hard to get the time in to edit everything on like really fast. So that's where my problem is. It's not necessarily making everything. So anyway, I'm excited. So that's what my plan is. That's what I'm doing. So whatever I don't get done in December will probably get put away for a little bit, and then I'll still have all my journaling. So that's, I think, the one key thing that I can say is definitely, if you know you're going to be busy, journal while you're doing, while your days, so all those memories that you want to remember are fresh in your mind. So I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have a great scrappy week. And I can't wait to see what you guys are doing for December as well. Bye.